This is going to be a general reading for the collective for the 24th of January. If you were watching this on or before the 24th of January, this message could be for you. And if you find me after that time frame, there might be something in this message that you might need to hear. So with that, let's get started. As I was saying, I looked at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Magician here. So the Magician, I love this card because it's truly about manifesting and being able to call into reality what it is that you want. So absent of any self-limiting beliefs, which you do need to be conscious of what it is that you think for yourself in your head, kind of like the things that you tell yourself, or any limiting beliefs, any self-doubts. You do need to be conscious of how it is that, what your internal messaging looks like. You do need to be conscious of that right now. Anyway, so manifestation card. So you have all of the skills, knowledge, ability, emotional stability, that you've got the right passion, the right drive, you've got everything that you need to bring into reality what it is that you want at this time. So with that, Spirit, what else do we have for the collective outside of, oh wow, okay. King of Wands, Five of Cups, Jesus. All right, so let me, all right, so we got King of Wands, we got Five of Cups, Justice in reverse, Three of Wands, Judgment in reverse, the Three of Pentacles. So when it comes to manifesting something, there is, all right, so actually I'm kind of getting a sense that this is going to be like a relationship thing. So, bear with me. So we have a King of Wands, right? Somebody who is interested in pursuing something that they're passionate about. It doesn't have to be a relationship thing, but I'm going to do both. There's something that you're passionate about, something that you want. There's something that you're driven towards to pursue or to chase, or something that you would like to have. I feel like this is coming out of a time frame where you had to honor things that fell apart in the past, things that crumbled, whether it was an opportunity, a relationship. There's something in the past that you put a lot of effort into that crumbled. What I want you to be mindful of here, though, is as a result of whatever the hell you've been through, and in whatever capacity, there are still these two other cups that you might not be honoring. There's these two other, you're looking at what has happened. You're moving away from something that did crumble, but there's lessons that you've learned as a result of what you've been through that I think will be carried forward for you. So, like I said, there's these two cups over here that haven't been spilled that I think, for those that this might resonate with, that you're not taking a look at right now. I feel that as a result of everything that you've been through, as you are in this very forward moving projection, I guess, in your life, you're on this like path of trying to move ahead. We have the Queen of Swords. So I feel that as much as I think you weren't anticipating things to fall apart in the past, there is this very strong sense of you kind of having some clarity around what it is that you want. It's almost as if you're kind of second guessing your judgment. And the reason why I say that is because, and I was going to say regardless, we got Judgment in reverse. We've also got Justice in reverse. You did not get, what happened to you in the past was not fair in the sense that we have Five of Cups, right? Like you put a lot of time and effort into something only for it to fucking just like blow up in your face. That's what I just like mentally pictured, was kind of like just like, so, bear with me. So there's, you're not getting your justice. You feel like you can't trust your judgment as a result of everything that you've previously been through. You might be talking to friends, therapy, people, other confidants. There's people that you've been talking to try to get some clarity around, like, dude, what the hell did I just go through? What was that? How do I move forward? You know, is there something that's going to be coming in that's better for me? Like you're looking for some kind of guidance on, am I going to be able to move to a place where things are more stable, right? Am I going to be able to move to a place where things are a bit more like structured and like secure? Which obviously, yes. So because we have the Three of Pentacles, we also have the Three of Wands, which is Three of Wands has been coming out in a lot of my readings. Because we have these two cards, so these two energies of like 3-3, you're trying to make sense of how do I move forward in a way that honors my passions, my wants, my wishes. And am I going to be successful? Which, let's see. So, Spirit, for the general collective, and the folks that this reading will resonate for, what's coming out? What's coming up next? So, what's, you have to come up with the right question in order for this to work, so hold on. For the general collective that this resonates for, what's coming up next? Will they be successful? Will they have what they want? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So we have 9 of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost like everything that you've wanted has been delayed, and all in divine timing. So don't let your fears about the future keep you from seeing that you will be successful. You will have what you want. So the fact that this card is in reverse, and there's a couple different ways that I do read reversals. It's all intuitive for me. This card in reverse makes me think that this is something that's been delayed. Your 9 of Pentacles has been delayed. Usually when this card is upright, so when this does come through for you, you're going to have a lot of abundance. There's like, if you look at the card and the way that the illustration is, you know, this is a woman that's regardless gender, right? So you've got a person that's standing in this field. You've got a lot of fruit, a lot of just like different like growth, a lot of things that are kind of like positive, right? And it's kind of like, this is a person that's in command. Like, you know, you've got this little hawk over here that's kind of just, you know, just chilling. Not that that really has any intrinsic meaning, but the fact that it's kind of like, you will be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So don't count yourself out ahead of these things coming in for you. Something else that's also been pretty common in my readings recently is not being able to trust your intuition. So you have to be able to kind of operate on faith. I feel like that's something that's actually coming through as like a little channeled thing right now. So regardless if you have religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs, doesn't matter, right? So you do have to have some kind of faith that the universe is conspiring in your favor, that you are going to get what you deserve in this lifetime, that, you know, you're not going to be forgotten about in like the grand scheme, that there are these forces that are working behind the scenes to kind of give you the life that you want, you know, kind of bring your dreams into fruition and help you, right? So, as much as you feel like you can't trust your intuition, as much as you feel like there isn't a lot of clarity right now, I do want you to honor the fact that if you just kind of move forward on blind faith, operating under the assumption that whatever it is that you're owed is going to come to you, and then also kind of honor any like good karma that you've been building up for yourself, I feel like it's pretty clear that, you know, things can get better. Especially because, like I said, like you've got this 9 of Pentacles looming in the distance. So, with that, I hope that this brings some clarity. I do want to pull one additional card. Spirit, do we have anything else? Yeah. Okay, no, that makes perfect sense. So you are definitely in a state of wondering what's coming up next. 9 of Swords, this is sleepless nights, anxiety, depression. It's actually an overwhelming energy. Wow, it's really heavy when I look at that card. So, I think that, so we're going to go a little over time here. I'm going to add a couple more minutes on the clock. Sorry about that. I didn't anticipate for this to be a longer reading. So you're really struggling with feeling like you can have what it is that you want. You've been patient. You've been incredibly patient, and you feel like you're not getting what it is that you need quick enough. And I think that a lot of that is because there is this delay with your fortune coming in, and like, you know, feeling like you didn't have your, like, it's almost as if like, I'm getting like a sense of like, was it me? Like, is it like something that I did? Like, is my karma shitty? Like, what's going on? Because like, you feel like you didn't get your justice, and you feel like, you know, you've been negatively judged. You have no idea what's going on because you can't trust your intuition. Jesus. And it's wild because like, you really have to be mindful of, and I did say it at the beginning of the reading, didn't I? You have to be mindful of what it is that you tell yourself, right? Because if you have a negative self-concept, a negative script that's running in the background in your head, it's going to impact how your reality plays out. So if you feel like, oh man, I'm never going to get this, or oh man, like, you could even be looking like a gift horse in the mouth. Like, that's something that also just came through. Like, oh man, like, this is too good to be true, or I can't have this, or, you know, like, these things never work for me. That is going to heavily impact what plays out in reality. Because I'm a big fan of the theory that our reality reflects back to us where we are mentally and where we are as far as being healed in our personal journey. So, shit. This is like turning into like a whole like mini therapy session. Spirit, what can we tell the collective right now to help them feel a little bit more at ease? King of Swords, but it's in the reverse. So I'm going to ask for an amplifier there. Spirit, can we, the world, Yeah, stop looking backwards. Stop looking backwards. You're not heading in that direction. You're only heading forward. So the World card is all about, you know, something formally ending, a chapter firmly coming to a close. So you're not heading backwards. Like, you really need to be forward looking right now. And like I said, like, there's this just like needing to reiterate the fact that you need to operate on faith right now. You're not going to have 100% clarity. Life wouldn't be worth it if you knew what was at the end. If you knew every step between now and the end of your life, it wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be worth it. A lot of the fun in having this life is not knowing what's coming up next. Good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. How many kids, where you're going to live, what state, you know, how high you're going to make it in like some job somewhere. It's not fun if you know every step that's ahead of you, every milestone. So go on blind faith for right now. Just trust me on this, because in this, and again, like, if this resonates for you, if you were looking for a sign, like, you really need to be leaning into faith at this time. You don't have to have all the answers, and things are gonna get better, because as long as you really take that time to kind of like change the dialogue in your head, right? So as long as you really take the time to kind of change your perspective about your situation, change your internal voice, change the lens, right? So if you're operating on like I said, I can't have this, I can't do this, it's like, no, I can't. You have to think from the perspective of I am enough, not I am enough because blah, 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 because I've done all this and that or whatever. You are enough because you are enough. That's the perspective that you need to be looking at. And I know that's like a bit of a more of like an advanced recommendation. Like, usually like people say, okay, like, think to yourself, I am enough because I've done this, or because I've done that, and because I've put all this time and effort into whatever. Something that I've been pretty firm on recently, and that I'm feeling called to say, is that you need to be operating from a place of thinking you are enough because you are. You are enough today. You are enough right now. You've always been enough. So don't think that your value is based on what you can do for others, or what you have done for others, or what you have brought into the world, or what, like, you know, you have been able to accomplish. You are enough because you are enough. And that is enough in general for you to be able to have your life continue on like a path of being prosperous and successful, and like for you to be able to call in everything that you want. Magician is still on the bottom of the deck, as much as like I've been pulling out all these other cards. You can manifest into reality what it is that you want. So operate on faith, change the lens at which you're thinking about yourself and your situation, and let everything else just kind of fall into place. That's really all that I've got. Like, I think that with time, you'll see that this is true. And honestly, if you want to save this, come back, let me know, like 3-6 months, doesn't matter, a couple weeks. You'll see that this is something that's going to hold true for you. That your life really can turn around when you change your perspective, when you get out of like a scarcity mindset, when you change that like mindset of lack and like not being able to have this or that or whatever. I really hope that this helps. If you are interested in personal services, I do offer personal tarot readings. You can find my information wherever it is that you find this. And with that, I hope that this helps you feel seen and heard, and kind of like gives you a little bit of guidance on how to kind of get from where you are right now to like where you've got to be. So with that, take care, good luck, and I wish you the best, truly.